Thank you for having me, Joyce, and hi to everyone who's joining your show today. My name is Sam Allen. I am a virtual and online, hybrid and in-person MC, moderator and meeting designer. And I met Joyce while studying a certification in online meeting design this year. So fortunate to be here.
Yes, we're going to be certified online meeting designers. That's true.
Certified, yeah.
The reason I ask you is because you have a lot of experience on site as well as online as a moderator. And could you please tell us a little bit about the difference in approach?
I think for a moderator, and do you want to know from a speaker point of view? Because
yes.
Moderators are your wing person if you're an event organizer. They are the people that need to connect the dots between your content and your participants. That doesn't change whether it's online or whether it's in person. I think one of the challenges that moderators who aren't experienced in working online will find is that it's very hard. You can't look into the eyeballs of your participants. You can on gallery mode, but if you're working with a big group, you just can't do that. And that's something that I have seen speakers fail at, because they are running a presentation where they're used to feeling an energy in a room and they're not feeling that online, and they lose that energy as they go down. So my recommendation is rehearse a little bit more. In terms of speaker engagement with participants, try breaking up your session. You know, don't run. We know that online participation is less than in person. So every 10, every 15 minutes, why not stop your presentation? Use your moderator, make us work, run a Q&A via the chat. There's lots more Q&A coming in online than in person, which is really great. But why not use that to break up the session, to make the audience at home feel that they're part of it?
Okay. And is it because you say you can use a lot of Q&A and chat and everything? Could you actually claim that in that perspective online could even be more interactive than an on-site presentation by a keynote speaker, for instance?
I think if things are done in the right way, I think what you do is you become much more inclusive with a virtual audience. I think those people in the room who don't like to put their hand up, and there are a lot more of those than the ones who do want to put their hand up, I think there's an opportunity there to ask a question without feeling awkward. One of the other things is that you can see from that virtual audience participation via chat or polling that someone thinks the same way as you, as opposed to when you have one person asking a question in person, it's interaction between one person and the speaker.
Right.
So there's nothing better than being in person and being live in a room with people, but this does make a little, a really interesting angle in terms of interactivity with participants. You have to forget that it's a laptop for the 45 minutes that you're online, or the 5 minutes that you're online presenting. Forget the keyboard. You are looking at a camera and looking at a whole lot of people. I was presenting to 1,000 people last week, and it's super important to make sure, put a post-it note on your camera or your webcam to make sure that you're looking directly at your audience at the right eye line. Don't patronize them by looking down. Forget the laptop. I would say lights, camera, action are the things to remember.
So, and one final question, did something go wrong in the past few months when you started to doing online moderation? Are there any bloopers that you can share without embarrassing yourself, of course?
Well, of course, I'm a professional MC, so nothing ever goes wrong and you'd never see it. We've had some really interesting things happen with an online conference I helped design with a client. She was the Zoom host, and one of her committee members during our conference decided to join via that Zoom connection. So we lost the host, we lost the ability to open up our breakout rooms and our polls. And we're all frantically trying to call him and WhatsApp him to let go of being the host. So we had a host kidnapper. Obviously, we see the people at home, the kids and the dogs, but I think we all can appreciate that. And I think we need to also remember we are in people's homes. So let's be relaxed about that, but let's get the quality. And I think the one thing is all around technology. Make sure your speakers have an Ethernet cable. It costs a few euros to have one. Make sure it's a strong Wi-Fi connection, that they're lit well, that they're standing up so they can use the energy that they've got, stretch their diaphragm and present. And remember that, yeah, it's television, it's Netflix quality broadcasting. There's other ones as well.
Well, great. Thank you very much. Very helpful and nice to talk to you. And I'm sure that the people present in our meeting will learn a lot from it. So thanks again, and we'll talk to you soon.
Take care.